Welcome back to the back nine of round one MPO from the Disconnection Queensland Open 2023 presented by Disc Doctor. I'm Ashley Wiedner and I've got with me Sarah Lee. How are you, Sarah?
Hello. Going excellent, thank you.
Excellent. So your round one, or your front nine rather, +6. We've got Blake on even, Austin on +1, and Paul on +2, I believe, or +3.
Yeah, it's a tough course out there. It's with the wind, there's a lot of bogeys out there. But
It
hole
certainly
10,
is.
par 3, 141 meters. So this one you're throwing off from a bit of a mound. So all the big arms will be able to get down there. Pretty open. Not too much OV to worry about, but the basket is in a clump of trees. So it's, got to get a little bit lucky off the tee to get in there. But we'll see Austin.
So he's DD3 again, I believe. He's clipped a tree. Clipped a tree and landed just outside the circle there. So you see those guardian trees Sarah was talking about there. Basically ringing the basket inside the circle. So if you've got a big enough arm, you're wanting to sort of slide one up there across the dead dirt, leaves.
If you hit the trees, I mean, the trees kind of circle it within 5 or 6 meters, so you still have a bit of a putt anyway. Like throws that one a little bit low, I think.
Flipping that up nicely, getting some beautiful turn out of it.
Yeah, if it comes out of that.
Back. Oh!
Lovely. Beats that CTP flag there as well.
Yeah, I think that CTP was for your division too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the MPO CTP.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
gets his
perfect
first reverse
flight.
parked. That's just beautiful to watch, isn't it? That's what we play disc golf for.
Exactly. And I love a good flex line. Yeah, I'm just playing this one for par. I haven't quite got the arm to make it down there, so just finishing out there. Have a nice easy upshot.
Yeah, you can see just how elevated that tee was from that reverse shot there from catch cam. And, the stop muscles being activated in you guys' legs as you walk down. It doesn't quite show up on camera. Just catching those trees there. Put your money where your mouth is here, Sarah. You said if you hit the trees, you've still got a putt.
Yeah, I know.
Blake doesn't think he's got in there.
I think he's hit a tree, but still not too far from the basket.
Still past the basket and slides down a bit there.
Tricky little gap.
Blake did everything there.
Perfect.
And Paul cashes a fantastic birdie.
Yeah, it's a good one to get.
Well, someone told me very early in my disc golf career, you don't want to take the CTP on a hole and not catch the birdie.
Oh yeah, it doesn't count, right? You've got to make the putt.
Absolutely. Austin cashes in that par there. Blake with a bogey. As we move on to hole 11, well, what do you say about hole 11? You can see all the red and blue lines on this diagram here. You can head round to the left with a forehand or turn over. You can head round to the right. There is a Mando there where that little purple dot is that you have to stay inside, and it's a big shot to get around that corner to give yourself a decent straight shot at the pin there if you're taking that right-hand line, Sarah.
Yeah. This shot off the tee is definitely all about position. If you hit early, then the par is going to be pretty hard to save.
I think Paul has hit early, but still managed to push through and get a bit of skip and ground play up the fairway there.
Yeah, the body language just pushing it across seemed to do its thing. straight into that tree, but kicks him back out to the right.
Yeah, kicks him into the fairway.
Yeah, I think I got a bit lucky on that one. Fought through a lot of the trees.
I think you said pro gap as you walked back from the tee there.
Yeah, just hitting the
Little-
disc-sized gap through the trees as intended.
What's Blake going to do? Line forehand.
He's gone a bit early as well.
Yeah, he's hit early there. Okay. So you can see right down the end there where that little figure's moving is where the basket is. So it's still a big shot from this fairway. Blake.
Yeah, he hit some high branches there, so and then just dropped him straight down.
Right. Austin fading a bit left, but as long as we stay in bounds, should be a
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
good
think
position
there's
there.
much, OB. The closer you get to the basket, the further that OB goes, so
Yeah.
should be good.
Just another beautiful straight shot up the fairway. Blake coming in.
Those are wraps that just flew like.
Look at the putt. And Austin's hit a tree just short there. Ball forehanding in. Catching a tree, but should give himself a putt. Is that a forehand, Sarah?
Yeah, the rare forehand.
We'll have to make
Bring
a
them
relay
out.
of that.
I do use them for my upshots, but anything more than, 40 meters.
Blake gets another spit out there.
Yeah.
Low left. You've got Paul in behind the trees just a See, my putts were doing the same thing during this tournament. I just wasn't putting the low right chance. So, Austin
Yeah,
taking
these-
a bogey and Blake there.
Yeah. Hole 12, par 4, 234 meters. So it's pretty open hole again. You've got the OB along the path on the right-hand side and a few trees you'll have to contend with, but for the most part, pretty open, straightforward hole. Once you get close to the basket, though, you'll see that's in the woods. So again, you're gonna have to fight through the trees to get close to the basket there.
So, and who has the box here?
Yeah, who would have thought? Just to let everyone crumble around me.
Nice. Nice little flat shot out there just for a bit of distance. Good position. Well, Paul parking the red tee basket there, but probably a good spot to be out there if you can get there.
Yeah, can't really go too wrong as long as you land in bounds off the tee. I think Austin. Yep, come back in bounds.
He flirted with it and got a nice skip by the looks and has just
Yeah.
come back in there. Like pumping it and fading just a little left. But he has stayed up on the ridge there. That ridge is the only OB you've got to worry about there. The rest of it's just scrub, trees, river, all sorts of lovely Queensland things. Have a lovely shot straight up the guts.
Yep, just working my way down there. That's a great shot.
Yeah, it's beautiful. He's chipped up right in front of that tree. Should give himself a putt there. Blake's gone full sand. Well, I don't know. Do they make courses long enough for Blake to go full sand?
Yeah.
Austin going the forehand, pushing in, and catching that tree. But he should give himself a nice putt.
You've got a bit of a putt. Yeah.
Bit of meat on the bone, but
See another rare forehand.
wow.
You can see why I don't throw them too much. That was a bit of an early release there. Nose up. Bit of the ultimate coming out, I think, there.
Catch cam feeling it for you there. Blake. So that was layup.
Yeah.
Austin with the birdie.
That was a great putt there.
He gets his first reverse parked. Straight up, flat out of the hand. Never in doubt. No hands on the head there for Austin. It stayed in. Good to see for you, buddy.
Having a little bit of a run in at the end as well.
I just remembered he was on camera. Paul sat over the top. Asking him not to roll. Camera movement tells me to. To +7. With that par, Blake stays at +2 with Austin holding steady at +1. As we move on to hole 13, which is another wooded hole. So we're basically woods all the way to the green, and then the green's on a little bit of a riser. We've got some undulating turf and fairways and dry creek beds to contend with, and there's some OB right. Shouldn't really come into it. The orange line there is basically a river, so if you go into the river there, then you're in enough trouble. But we will see Austin at the tee first with a standstill.
Yeah, standstill on a 100-meter hole.
Righto. And he punches
Just
through
casually.
a fairway. Blake with his Raptor. I'm sure he's got through there.
Throw my trusty Wraith there. Hoping to hit the gap and then hyzer out.
There it is. So it's popped out just to the edge of circle there by the looks. All with, looks like his adder.
Little cheeky inside gap.
Oh, pretties. Wow, and he's pushed sort of inside the circle there for a putt. That's a fantastic shot and a well-deserved reverse parked. This, so he's taken it inside and got some drop and just skidded it straight through. Nice work if you can get it.
Yeah, it's a tricky hole, that one. And the way the tee pad kind of lines up faces you a bit to the left, so trying to throw that hyzer line is a bit off-putting. It was done well.
Yeah, I find with a lot of holes on this course, there seems like there's an obvious line and there's not. Whereas this hole, it seems like there's not an obvious line, and there is if you just have the guts to go straight like Paul did there.
Yeah.
That one stays in for Austin for a par. Paul putting for birdie. And cashes. Lovely birdie and a good one to get.
Yeah, for sure.
Taking
Nice.
the par.
Easy par. I'll take that on this course.
And Blake taking his par.
Yeah.
As we move on to hole 14, Sarah.
Yes, this one's a par 478 meters. So we're starting in the trees, but then it opens up out into the open there. So a few different gaps you can hit, and then just should be a straightforward up shot from there if you can make it out into the open. There's a few trees you got to play with, but they shouldn't come into play too much, depending on where you land.
Yeah, that's right. It's really dealer's choice off the tee here, isn't it? Taking it straight through the middle.
It's
And
the
taking
pro
his hat
gap
off.
again. I think Austin's going for the roller.
Looked like it, yeah. And hitting very
Straight
early,
into a
unfortunately.
tree.
Blake looking dangerously like he's lining up a roller as well. And it is...
Hold. Yeah. Oh, that hill.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
It's made it all the way out.
Avenger SS. Avenger SS just standing up and making its way out into the fairway into a beautiful position. Out there nicely.
Yeah, got out there. I think I hit a little branch, but got most of the way out.
Austin put again.
Yeah.
Really ripped on this approach shot. She's hoping to take him up to the ground.
And that is
Looks like he might have
there for a putt.
might have got most of the way there.
Yeah, that is an amazing shot from where he was back there. That's a chance to save par from that.
So, Lee just pushing it up there again with Paul approaching the green from that wonderful tee shot, and it's pushed a bit longer than he probably would have liked, but he'll have a putt, I'd say. Blake going straight at it and leaving it a little bit right there, but he'll have a putt. Hoping for a
Boost
bit of
that one a
play
bit
off the
long.
tree there.
Yeah, over a bit of backboard action, but
Oh, and absolutely zero look, unfortunately, so a layup and Austin Page. But it does stay there and doesn't roll away, which can happen on this hole. And if it rolls on this hole, down that hill you can see there to the right, Paul. I was ready to
rather
call that in.
low spit out. Yeah, he's been hitting the baskets a bit low, and it's not treating him well.
Blake in for birdie. That's a great putt from down there. It is a trickier or more of an uphill than it looks on the screen, I'd say.
Yeah, it's pretty steep up that hill, so he's done well.
And more of that standing water, I think you mentioned on hole 1 in the front 9 coverage, that had just dried up apparently about a week before the tournament.
So hole 15, par 3. It's 102 meters. So this one, it's just a nice straight shot. That's all you really need. But yeah, it's pretty wooded either side. So on the left, you've got the OB water, and then on the right, there's no OB, but if you kick out there, it's pretty hard to fight your way back in. So yeah, if you got a nice straight shot, that's all you need.
Speaking of,
Blake
Hey.
on a rope.
it's just kept sliding. We go with the reverse park. That's his buzz, I think. And
Money shot. Could not ask for
You
much
don't
better.
Yeah, you don't even need to say anything really. You just sit back and let people admire the beauty. Hoping to slide up there as well. And very nice inside the circle for a putt.
Another standstill from Austin. Just turning it a bit too much.
Yeah, not only is he throwing standstill for 102 metres, he's putting that much power on who's doing that. Forehand. We should have had a forehand counter on this for you, Sarah. I'm enjoying it. Austin, cheeky half run there, I'd say. A lovely putt. A look of relief on his face, I'd say, too.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with Austin if he's frustrated or happy or relieved. It's all the same, kind of lean the head back.
It is, you're right. Falling for birdie and Blake in for that birdie after that incredible tee shot. And yourself taking a par. As we move on to hole 16 with some really tight OB all around this fairway. You've got water left of the fairway and a very strong crosswind coming in most days right to left to just pick up your disc and throw it in the water. Trees guarded by some green guarded by some guardian trees as well, which make this a very touchy tee shot, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely.
Blake with his buzz again. Can he repeat it? Catch Cam scare, but he has slid it up nicely. That's his reacting. That's Heiser. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pushed that left OB.
Austin getting a bit of the same. He's flashed it left. He's actually not OB there. He's just straddling the line. Yeah. So I was very happy to let him know that when he came down to. He walked down the fairway accepting his OB and giving yourself a putt here.
Oh, I wouldn't call that a putt.
Paul giving it every chance. So Austin putting from his non-OB position. Birdie just gets a bit low and slips out of the hand. Blake gets another spit out, but hopefully, or thankfully, doesn't roll away too much. Falling for bogey with that OB stroke. You can sort of tell how Austin's feeling by his putt sometimes. So I'd say that was a big, it was big getting the bucket energy on that.
Mm-hmm.
As we take it to hole 17, Sarah.
17. So we've got another par 3. Nice short 72 meters, but we've got an island here we've got to hit. So if you miss the island, you're actually in hazard. But then there's also OB in the orange there. So the island is, I think, just the circle around the basket. So it's not a huge landing zone. And there's a bit of a ridge as well from the tee. So you're kind of throwing uphill and you can only, well, I'm pretty short, so I can only really see the top of the basket. So yeah, you've got all the chance of having some rollaways and
Yeah, short.
Blake throws it a bit short. which can be easy to do because the green slopes down behind the basket, so it's easy to throw it long, especially with it only being 72 meters.
Aussie taking that in nice and wide on Heiser and just sticking that green beautifully.
Go in.
Lovely forehand. Wow.
Yeah, did
Very
not know
close.
that was that close from the tee.
Yeah, well, that's the danger with those ace runs or with those shots on ace line instead of missing the circle there. Unfortunately, those shots on ace line with that sloping basket down there do have that danger of turning into a nearly ace into a outer circle. You're putting from hazard for 3 champ. Speaking of, here's Blake for 3. Yeah, but a bit low, and I didn't see that achieved many times this weekend. The par putt with a par save
From the hazard, yeah.
Yeah, or the hazard, sorry. It's a 2 or a 4 here, I found.
Yeah. Nice easy birdie.
And the train salutes in the background there. As we move off 17 onto the 18th hole and final hole of this first round, we've got a par 3, 120 metres, 394 feet. We're basically heading straight down, except we do have a valley that slopes a little way to the left. Halfway down, we've got some power lines up high for the big arms, and we've got some trees. I'm not sure what they are. They might be poplars. Let's just say they're poplars off to the right for those that want to try and hyzer into that green. So we see Aussie step up first. Forehand with that 3, I think. It's coming back.
Yeah.
A little left.
I think this was one of the first and only holes we saw for the whole round where we had a downwind shot, so...
Yeah.
So you can see that one just hyzering out.
Yeah, just hyzering out as well, and I think I can hear Blake licking his lips from here.
Yeah,
He's really
you know
excited
Blake's
about
going for a big shot.
Yeah. He's trying to hyzer in there and
it's a big
just
crash.
behind that tree. Yeah. And Sarah put it in the circle.
Nice release, a little bit low. Don't really give it a chance.
That's my round today.
Yep.
Well, Sarah from the past said it best, I think. Oh!
I tried.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually went to
Sarah
Kyle before I took this shot. I was like, oh, I've got to run it, don't I? And he's like, yeah. Not actually intending to get it that close.
Wow. Well, congratulations on your first reverse parked, and what a way that would have been to finish the round. But
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The round that could have been.
Future reference, never ask an MA3 player if you should run it, Sarah. The answer's always going to be yes.
So I'm always
Blake
running
with a
it.
long look. Oh, Blake hitting the cage too. There's a bit of a gallery building by this stage, which might explain the runs. There they are. Oof. Yep. Still in for his par too. Train Horn again in the background letting us know thanks for a great round. Austin finishing on +1 with Blake there. Sarah at +10 and Paul at +3. Sarah, thank you so much for coming along and joining Parked Media. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been good fun.
Oh, anytime. As we see the leaderboard there with Jade Brady putting in a 3 down, and Reese Wisniewski from 920 rating putting in a 1 down to put himself on the lead card tomorrow.
Yeah, a huge from Reese there.
We'll see you there on Park Media. Don't forget, like, subscribe, thanks. Follow Sarah Lee DG on Instagram for all the latest of updates of Sarah's exploits, and follow Park Media on Instagram as well. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Thanks, Sarah, and thanks for watching Parked.
Catches.